I'm working on it.
Shut that goddamn thing off.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Barnyard, the 27th best show you could ever be watching. And you know what? We're trying to climb our way down to the supreme number, the funniest number there is, 25. And we can only get there with the support of you guys. What do we got going on today? It's a really special day. Well, not for the Acon PD, because this is just a daily occurrence for them. Basically, every week, every other day, kind of like the guy we're going to talk about later in the video, every third night possibly, there's a body cam footage that's getting released to Cyrax. It's like he's getting so many phone calls and so many police visits. It's like people have got just like a stash building up. This one is from what I believe is October 2nd. And the person, who made the phone call, they decided to amp it up a little bit. Normally, when people call, they're like, hey, Cyrax is doing something stupid to Sally or whatnot. And the police show up and they know it's bogus right off the rip. But the person who made the phone call today, or at least during the time of this recording, they amped it up a little bit and actually made the police a little more serious about their visit to Akron. Lemur, how about you fill in the people just a little bit about what this phone caller told the Acon PD that Cyrax did?
This was a pretty crazy call. This was a distress call. It was a distress call basically pointing out Cyrax might have took a little bit too many Flintstone vitamins. Let's just say that. He took
a 30 or two.
Yeah, he took just like a few too many of the Flintstone vitamins that you get as a kid, and it just kind of knocked him unconscious. So they needed to bring an ambulance and they needed to bring some police backup just to make sure that Chance was okay. The cops seemed really concerned in this one. Usually when they come through, they're like, they already know what's up. When they come through, they already know what's up. They're going to be dealing with a fake call, right? They're usually like, oh yeah, we got this crazy call. We already know that it's fake. This is just protocol. How you guys doing tonight? Then they usually, like chop it up about Chance and then they leave. But this one, for some reason, they seem to take it very serious. And I think it's because in the past, we've seen Cyrax actually do some stuff like this, or at least say that he was going to do stuff like this. So it's not uncommon for Chance to sit here and, threaten to take too many Flintstone vitamins. It's a very common occurrence.
Yeah, of all the calls, homie, this has got to be the one that's got they are like, this one might be legitimate.
Exactly. I mean, we've seen it in the past, but this seems to be a fake call, of course. This didn't happen. Chance is perfectly fine, of course. Cyrax he's like a cockroach. He's very resilient. He's always going to bounce back. But I feel like it'll still be worthwhile to watch this go down, just, for shits and giggles, and laugh at Sally, Ed, and Cyrax, because they're funny, right? They're funny people, and we love to laugh around here in the Barnyard.
Yeah, the circus show went to Akron, and they decided to never leave. And thank God video cameras are here to document it. Well, mainly Cyrax. He won't stop recording himself for some reason, but it leaves us with some great laughs.
Exactly, folks. Let's check this out. This is from October 4th, 2024, and it's one of the operatives had a run-in with the APD at 339, no arrest. So this was just a little under a month ago, folks.
What's going on?
Nothing. Everybody's sleeping.
Oh, okay. You didn't call for like a or something like that?
No.
Nobody was taking a bunch of
No.
Are you Sally?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a call that said you called saying that Chance some. You didn't
You
call
okay with
us?
us checking, making sure he's all good? Maybe he called and said it was
I'll
you.
go through. Yeah, I was just going on my way up there because I sent an ambulance out here too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You mind if we come with you real quick?
It's
Make sure he's
crazy.
okay?
She acts like she doesn't know what's going on. Like, there's a possibility that this could be a reality. But she's like, I guess I'll go check. It's not like, even if the circumstances are dire, she's in no rush to go help Chance at all.
This is my bedroom. My boyfriend's.
Can you meet us at the back? We just gotta make sure he's okay.
I'll just get a chance to come down.
Okay. What if there's a prank call again?
Oh, is this the dude that everybody calls for him?
Yeah.
Oh, well then,
They call literally all.
There you go. He
He's about to
figured
say-
it out. He figured it out eventually.
Yeah, how long? How many minutes? A minute in, they're like, oh yeah, okay.
Now we remember. It's that dude again. Okay. I think this guy might be a newbie. They got a lot of newbies in Akron recently. Have you noticed
Yeah.
that, Chilla?
Some hirings going on. Yeah, if anyone's a
Exactly.
police officer in the chat looking for a job, we know where you can go. I don't know if you want that job specifically, but hey, man, a job's a job.
Yeah, they're probably coming in from other cities, man. They do that a lot now, so they're probably not familiar with the lore of Akron.
They know Cyrax is unemployed, homie. Why aren't they asking him to join the Acon PD? From what he tells us, he knows all the in and outs. He's a lawyer, basically. He's a detective also. That's a real asset they're just letting sit up in his attic. And think about it, bro. When you're just sitting in the car, just trying to chill out, he might sing you a nice tune or two. You never know.
God damn, imagine that. Being on a fucking police call and this dude is screeching out metal music while you're trying to look for a perp. You're trying to focus on, the car right in front of you because you're doing a high-speed chase, right? And there's this dude just sitting there screaming into a microphone and it's playing on the sirens. Instead of police sirens, it's just Cyrax, screaming into his microphone as loud as he can. Screaming metal music, man. That would have to suck. That would
It's
be the
always in the
worst.
park, bro. And everyone wonders, why does he never leave the park? He just sits there and waits all day and harasses the kids on the bicycles.
Yeah, dude. Chance as a cop would not be good, man. Chance as anything, as a partner, as just a straight up cop. You know what I mean? Like, basically, even if he was just pushing paper there, you know what I mean? Even if he was just pushing paper in the police precinct, he'd be sitting there, like, looking at his files. He'd have, like, whiteout next to him, and he'd be, like, scratching out details about his cases and shit.
Not real whiteout.
Changing
His
that
own special brew whiteout.
exactly the stuff that the freshly made whiteout, and he's gonna be changing the 14-year-old. It's gonna say 14, and he's gonna change the 14 to 18. So it says 18. It says Chance was found with an 18-year-old. He's like, yes.
Yeah, but
But you never know what's legit and what's not, because he's always going through some stuff. So I just gotta make sure he's good every time.
Exactly. See, he said exactly what we were thinking. You can't just dismiss the call because you don't know if he's going through something or not. See, this guy knows Chance. He's like, and you never know. He actually really could be doing what this call said. He might have actually took too many Flintstone vitamins, or he might really be holding a stylus to his head. Who knows?
He's like beefing with people in Illinois and using drones and dropping stuff on his car and stuff. Yeah, it's wild.
the cop, he thinks it's funny too.
Just whoop his ass.
They had to mute the body cam. They're like, these cops are having way too good of a time with this. We can't show this here. Like, cut it out,
Exactly.
cut it out. There's that cop, the one who was just like laughing about it. He just told that other cop a big secret. He's like, I'm the guy with the drone.
Yeah, I'm in on it. I know who Marty is, and I'm in on it. Most definitely, bro.
Yeah, he's like, it's not Illinois. He's
Yeah, he just starts going off. He's like, I know. He knows all, bro. All these cops know the lore when it comes to Chance. I think this cop right here is really the only one who is at least a little bit incoherent when it comes to his Chance lore. But all the other ones, they're spitting it out like, it's just straight up.
they know more than me and you probably, bro.
Yeah,
They
it's
got
like second
first-hand accounts
nature.
every single day.
It's like straight up second nature to them, man. They just spit it out.
Some music. That's literally all I'm doing.
Okay, man. We're not gonna bother you and take too much of your time. But just making sure you're good. Okay.
Yeah,
Because somebody calls and you're taking a bunch of. You're all good.
Yeah, I'm
All
on it.
All right, have a nice night.
Question.
I just sent an ambulance away too.
Question for you guys.
What's up?
What can we do about these
Oh
guys
my
doing
God.
false reports like this?
Only Cyrax
I
will
mean, we
see a
have to
cop
find out
walk
who it
away.
is.
Hey, actually
But
come
they
back
give us
here
some
real
callback
quick.
information.
Exactly, bro. He had to call him over. He's like, hold on. Let me tell y'all my whole life story real quick. Wait a second.
Yeah, he didn't recognize that one cop. He's like, yeah, let me tell you. I know you're curious, sir. Yes, it's true. I am the Akron Goblin that you've heard about. No, it's a real thing.
Have you ever heard of Music Biz Marty? Well, basically,
Yes,
Music Biz Marty wanted to have a gay relationship with me, and I said no. And man, that sent him into a fury. And next thing you know, this dude is just harassing me every day, all because I wasn't gay for him. That's basically going to
And
be
it's like, I get
Cyrax's.
it, officer.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, officer. Just look at me. I'm a real catch. I got women from Australia just beating down my door to get with me. Now, I've never seen them in person, but if we're going to be real here, I've never seen the Mark Dog in person either. But, we see how this ended up.
Exactly, homie.
They said they were her.
I'm pretty sure we know who they are.
We can't go off pretty sure. We need verification.
You want me to
So,
show 'em-
and
want them about
as much
what
as
they did?
Well, they raided my bank account.
what do you mean they raided your
They
bank
took my
account?
money. They ordered a whole bunch of stuff. And
Somebody one of the guys that likes to mess with me broke into her bank account and stole a whole bunch
Did you
of money.
report
off
your
her.
card stolen?
pardon?
Did you report your card stolen?
Yeah. No, not stolen. It wasn't stolen.
What they did was
But they closed my account now.
Well, first of all, you have to report that as fraudulent because most banks are secured. They have like insurance. They're secured for a certain amount, at least if it's a good bank. So, theoretically, you should just be able to file that as fraudulent. And if it was fraudulent, you'll get your money back unless Cyrax was using it for V-Bucks.
Yeah, I feel like Cyrax was the one who was telling her, like, you don't want to, investigate that too much, Mom. You know how these hackers are, right? They're just going to get more of your information. Just don't bother with it. While Cyrax is sitting up there with like 20 new skins in Fortnite, just the most useless purchases ever. But he still manages to just about wipe out the Wilkins household in one blow.
Exactly, homie. You know that's what he's doing. He has to be.
What they did was they
So that's already been taken care of? As far as the bank.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
What they did was they basically broke in and stole a whole bunch of money and then tried to pin it on me and make it look like it was me, which we all know that I don't do that.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I got it.
We'll have to figure out some way for this has to stop.
Like I was explaining last time, it's coming
Right.
from the internet, boss. You're still on the internet, you're still going to have the issue.
Yeah,
He hasn't
still.
been talking to them. He's been talking to his other friends.
But
Now that's one smart cop right there. Tell it how it is, bro. Turn off that guy's internet and everything will be okay.
It's just, I could understand from Sally's perspective that it would be like a huge blow to her. Like it would really suck, just taking the internet away from yourself because like your little goblin dude up in the attic just can't restrain himself from acting a fool every single night. But it comes to a point where you got to realize either you got to kick him out and then your life is just fine, except from like the small hassles when Cyrax is sitting outside of Sally's window just scraping at the thing, making her feel bad. But she'll get over that after a while, and she can do her favorite side activity, calling the Acon PD and letting them know Cyrax is back at her house and to come get him.
Exactly.
he's still on the internet showing his body and people are pissing
Actually,
people
no,
off.
I'm not. Last time, after y'all came out here last time, I haven't been doing that shit.
Ooh, damn. He's challenging that police officer. He said, actually, I'm not. He said, actually. Homie put up one finger, bro. He pressed his glasses into his face. He said, actually, officer, I did not show my body this time. Actually, bro, no one
Not this
cares.
time, sir.
Yeah, he's like, no, it wasn't. Bro, you do this all the time. It doesn't matter if it wasn't this time.
Dude, it's definitely Cyrax math. If it didn't happen on the same week that we're talking, it's in the past, bro. It's distant history.
Exactly, bro. It's like every week it just resets. You know what I mean? It's just a whole reset for Cyrax. It's like what's that movie? 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler. It's like every single day it resets for Cyrax. You know what I mean? And he starts anew.
I mean, if Cyrax is going to continue being on the internet and acting like an insane fool, right? And Sally needs to get rid of him. There's also an insane girl on the internet who needs to get kicked out of her parents' house, who is also never going to get off the internet. It's Null. We all have been joking about it. I mean, she is madly in love with King Cobra. I mean, she's sending that dude her used underwear. Like, what? But I'm pretty sure old Raxo can make her get over it, or at least calm the spirit in her a tad bit. But these two, they're just meant for one another. Like if they were just wandering around homeless shelter to homeless shelter, popping up on live, that might be some of the funniest stuff we get all week.
Yeah, dude, they both give off mythical creature energy. You know what I mean? Like, seems like they come out of folklore or something like that, with Chance being the
Are they
equivalent.
legitimately
Yeah,
come out of like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, like both of them? Like I don't think goblins are in Skyrim, so like they're literally an Oblivion couple.
yeah, homie. Basically, they're out of like folklore, bro. It's like Cyrax is the goblin, and then you have Gnaw, and she's sort of like, you know, a mythical succubus.
Hargraven.
Yeah, there you go. With
Hargraven succubus.
yeah, mythical, you know, dark succubus essentially.
Sounds terrifying, doesn't it?
Well,
Think about that. A Hargraven succubus. Just looks terrible and somehow woos you and destroys your life from the inside out. I think there's a good thing that there's only well, about 2 or 3 possible humans that she can lay her claws into, and that is Cyrax, King Cobra, and possibly Andrew Ditch.
oh yeah, dude. That would be crazy. Just hopping from lolcow to lolcow, bro. A lolcow groupie.
No one's done it yet. It would be original.
Yeah, that's true. You'd have to give it to her. It would be original.
No, I think Josh would spend all the time giving it to her, but you know.
That's true. She is focused on the. There's nobody who could beat the Gothic Prince, King Cobra. He's just up there with the greats.
Gothic bad boy.
He's basically like a clone of Ozzy Osbourne. He's like Ozzy Osbourne's twin, essentially.
Well, you were. Your dad showed me the video. Because they sent him the video.
That was before y'all came out here, though.
What I'm saying is that's the overall issue that people are upset about.
Well, no, the main issue they're having is the fact that I'm actually trying to step away and they're not wanting me to. Because they're wanting
If
me.
he steps away, they lose money.
Yeah, they're basically trying to extort me for money, is what it's all about.
What you told us last time was that they're...
What they do is they do is stuff I tell them. Basically what's going on is they're basically doing like I told you they're doing, but they're doing it because they want to extort me for money.
Okay, so what you told me last time was that...
Do I?
You want to listen for a second? Alright, so what you said last time... What's up, man?
What are you doing?
You good, man?
What are you doing? You keep going in circles. What are you doing?
I'm just riding to work to see what's going on.
What?
I'm just riding to work to see what's going on.
Alright, well, have a nice day.
You think that guy might have been trying to record or something? Oh shit, did they stop him? Who is this guy?
Alright, go ahead and step off your bike. You're not under arrest, you're being detained.
But for what?
You're not allowed to ride that bike around on the roadway at night without a light. Get off your bike.
Bro, who is
Don't
this?
read for nothing. You got anything on you? Any guns?
I've got to figure this out. Just back up a little. Yeah, that's my apologies, everybody. But what just happened? Just away for 1 second, and I'm saying, hey, I don't need a Krabby Patty Supreme. It's all right, guys. And then I look back over, and a guy's just getting arrested out of nowhere.
Yes, dude. They found another dude to just arrest. They were like, oh, okay, we're not getting anything out of Chance. Let's go mess with this other dude. I guess he can't be riding a bike? They said you can't be riding that around here. He's just on a bike. Am I mistaken?
Maybe there's like serious curfews in Akron. Like, I know where I'm from, there's like a curfew that like
Okay.
you're supposed to like follow, right?
Yeah.
But no one does. I mean, and it's like, I think it's only something so like cops can pull you over to easily check in the middle of the night, and maybe that's what's going on. I mean, I really have no idea. It's Akron, people.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm sure they'll explain further.
Man?
What are you doing? You keep going in
Probably
circles. What are you
not.
doing?
I'm just riding to work to see what's going on.
What?
I'm just riding to work to see what's going on.
Alright, well, have a nice day.
They were gonna let him go too. They were like, "Have a nice day," and then the dude right there was like, "Nah, don't ride that bike. Get off that bike."
Maybe
no.
this is how they figured out to get away from Cyrax, homie. They're like, oh, there's a random person. Let's go arrest him so we don't have to deal with this.
That makes sense.
You're not allowed to ride that bike around.
And
on
look,
the
bro, he
roadway
can
at
smoke
night
a
without,
cigarette
get
with
off
his
your bike.
hands behind his back, bro.
It's because he doesn't have a light on his bike, bro.
Oh.
That's kind of
So
nitpicky.
they're definitely just trying to get away from Cyrax, bro.
Yeah,
So
that's
lame.
crazy because he didn't have a light on his bike at night. I mean, I
So
get it,
it
sort
is
of, but it's a
1:30.
safety thing. But they didn't have to like detain
So it
him
looks
for
like
it.
it's 1:30, right, homie? And he did say he was going to work, and I don't know many people who go to work at 1:30, bro. I might arrest him just off of that too. What? He going to work at 1:30?
Hey, bro, this is America. This is a free country. This guy should be able to ride his bike wherever he wants.
Yeah. These cops, they're
bike.
douches a little bit.
You got anything on you? Any guns?
No.
You care if I check and make sure real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Apparently in Akron, you get two police like the police visit you 2 times, right? The first time, and then when they say, all right, we're done here. And then the second time, they're going to call you back over, and that's when the real arrest goes on. Because when Cyrax first, when they walk up on Cyrax, he's like, hey, guys, yeah, not me. They start walking away, and he's like, hey, come back here. Come back, cops. And then this guy, he's talking to the cops for no reason. He should have just went on about his business. And he's like, all right, go on. Then another cop's like, oh, actually, never mind. You get over here. And Akron, apparently, the second time is the charm with the APD.
Yeah, this guy was just rubbernecking, and that's definitely one thing that you can. That's definitely one thing you can frame him for. You framed him. You framed him, Chilla. He's just rubbernecking when he shouldn't be, bro. He should have just kept on going instead of like. He really didn't have to look. He didn't have to keep going around in circles. It's just chance, bro. We get it. It's a goblin. We see him every day.
You'll see it on the internet in a week.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. He didn't have to do all that.
You know anything about what's going on here? No, you weren't making any
Eventually,
prank
he
phone
might be one
calls?
of our viewers, so good luck, homie.
Oh, shit. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he may have been recording. Like, this dude may be some kind of A-log type of dude, or, you know, some kind of, like, just, you know, trying to mess with Chance and then get a video out of it. I mean, that could be possible.
Yeah, if he's just riding around in circles, maybe whenever he sees investigating what he does. But I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. So I think he is like a guy who's like slightly interested in the happenings of Cyrax and just like ecstatic that he lives in the same area.
Definitely. He gets a front row seat to the goblin antics. Except, you know, he should have just been walking. I think if he was just walking,
He
probably
gets
would have been
arrested
good.
right along with them.
Yeah, bro. That's it. Now they're both going to jail. Now they're going to be in the same pod. Imagine that, being in the
What a
same pod
selling.
as Cyrax. Yeah, that would suck, man. That would suck.
Because you guys are here? I don't know. I got a couple minutes.
Get this dude's info.
I got a couple minutes to around here, so.
All right, folks. Speaking of online degenerates who mooch off their parents, let's talk about Tophia. So recently, Tophia has got kicked out of her hotel. She was begging people for $120 on her Instagram story, and everybody was wondering what exactly she needed that $120 for. Well, it turns out she was late on her payments to her hotel she was staying at, a long-term hotel. And Brother Chu wasn't able to pay for some unknown circumstances, so Tophia had to jump in and pay. But Tik Tok wouldn't let Tophia pull out her money. So she had a whole rant about that. And then eventually she ends up getting kicked out of her hotel. And the housekeeper even went and made videos exposing Tophia for her dirty ass room. Y'all, this shit is crazy. So first, we're going to be looking at Tophia's initial Instagram stories talking about being kicked out of the motel. And then we're going to be looking at the aftermath.
What a great family, you know, Lemur. You got Mama Chu defending her husband who's never around from random online girls who just have zero interest in him. Brother Chu, he can't come up with the 120, even though he's the only working man in the house. Then you got Papa Chu, and who knows what Papa Chu is up to? It's literally a mixed bag. He could be running for president, trying to get all of his ladies tonight together in one spot so we can finally take over America. And then you got Tophiachu, just trying to make a living on TikTok, doing some questionable things with sim characters. Watching her mom put out a Mama Chu special at the front door of the hotel. It's just such a strange family. Like, when you first see these guys, right, you initially think, well, this will be a funny one-off person. And then Tophiachu and her oddball family just managed to hit you with all the classics every single week, every single month. You think she's done for. Well, then something like this happens. It's a never-ending clown show.
Exactly, folks. I mean, Tophia has had a horrible week. And I heard you mention Papa Chu earlier, Chilla. Papa Chu has actually been arrested. It's pretty crazy. So he was posting all these crazy Twitter, these X posts about this girl. And then eventually he ended up getting lost, I guess you can say. That's the best way to put it. Like,
Papa Chu lost.
Yeah, Papa Chu got lost, and they didn't know where he was. And apparently he got arrested like not too long ago. So Tophiachu has just been having a horrible week. We're about to get into it, folks. It's going to be great, so make sure you stay tuned.
I want to say this because it's very important that we have a talk. So it hasn't been very easy finding work, because like I said, I was finding work from home jobs. I've been trying the best that I can with my brother, trying to literally get jobs, which is hard for him to get a job. And on top of that, having his car fixed so he can dash. And sadly, we are in a financial emergency, and I still needed like 120. I knew I still needed it, but I had to take the post down because I don't want to hear it from people about how, like, when you're financially stable and you're able to spend money and you're not able to, people fail to realize that you could be a millionaire and then end up broke. That's just how life is, right?
Bro, no millionaire just loses all their money overnight. That's not how it works, Tophia. You're insane if you think somebody's just a millionaire and then they go broke. Just because you go broke and spend all your money all the time, just frivolously, without even thinking about it, doesn't mean that that's what the common person does.
And what's even more insane to me, Lemur? It's like, yeah, it sucks to be destitute. It sucks to be in a terrible situation. But there's many ways that you could get yourself out of that situation. You could go work. You could go ask for assistance if you haven't already burned that completely into the ground, as at the current time you're trying to beg for money online. And it's really only $120. But there's one big problem with Tophiachu asking for $120. She's not a liked creator. I mean, many other people online could jump on and say, I need $120. Please, everybody. I'm in a dire straits right now. And they'd probably happen for them. But then you got Tophiachu over here, like, I don't know why it's not happening to me. I'm a TikTok celebrity. Rich people can lose all their money. This isn't an out there problem. It's like, you know what? Also, Tophiachu, whenever normal people see millionaires go, they tend to laugh at it. Like, does anyone else remember those pictures of that one Fresh Prince of Bel-Air guy who was getting made fun of for working at a Trader Joe's? Like, if you're a millionaire and you go broke, people don't care. They have zero sympathy for you. And you're an online despised creator. People also have zero sympathy for you.
Exactly.
Trying the best that I can. I would be lying if I said that my family is doing okay. This emergency I can't even tell people how bad it is. Because, me and my family are going through a lot of financial hardships, and people just don't realize how hard life is. Between my brother trying to get a job and not being able to get a job, to having to try to get his car fixed so he can make and earn the money that we may need for our rent and stuff. And I can't even tell you how bad it is. like, if I explain it to people, they would just tell me, well, why don't you go get a job? Why didn't you do this? When I'm trying the best that I can, right? And I can only do so much in the time that I had. This is a situation where we don't have options, right? And this is a situation where I wish people would just take the time to understand things. You know, my mental health has been declining for a long time, and it piled on, you know, like trying to get help when it's so expensive. And then, you know, I understand people giving the free help, but I couldn't do that when my family had financial struggles, and I was trying the best that I can to make sure my family had a place. There were just some things that we thought, you know, going into what we thought, and then we still have a couple of days, you know, and it's right now it's a safety situation, right? It's a safety situation, you know. I'm trying to change, I'm trying to do better in my life, and I really don't like coming on the internet to ask for money. To be honest, I really don't. Some people are cruel. Some people are cruel. You know, people have safe spaces and places they can sleep outside. But when your safety, and it's not like the place that I live is unsafe. It's the fact that, you know, having nowhere to go. You know, we don't.
How many
really
times is she gonna
like
backtrack?
that can just...
It's like, it's very unsafe here. But I get it. It's not that unsafe. It's like, we could get a job, but we have all these other problems. And it's like, we could get free assistance, but we were struggling so hard we couldn't make it to the places that we could get assistance. It's like, if you're actually struggling, there's no doubt that you, Tophiachu, wouldn't like get yourself up and make sure you get your snacks for the morning and get all that nice government assisted EBT stuff coming your way. It's just, I just can't see it not been that way.
Yeah, man. Tophia has no reason to be complaining. It sucks that, you know, TikTok didn't pay her or whatever. But like I said in my video that I made, she shouldn't be having to rely on this $320 in her TikTok account. If that's the only thing that she has in that scenario, if she needed that $120 and that's what she was relying on, then, you know, there's something going on. There's something wrong, and she's not moving her money around, right? You know what I mean? She's spending it on too many things that she shouldn't be spending it on. Yeah, she's not
spending it good. It's got to be the reason, Lemur, right? Because there's no way that if you've got $400 some to your name that you're relying on, that you shouldn't be spending as frugally as possible. Like, you should be watching every penny. And I hate to say it, but whenever you hear Tophiachu talk, you can really tell it's not the brightest person speaking. So, like, it makes sense that she wouldn't be the best with her money. But if it's like it's like for your life, like you're depending on this, you got to do better than just hoping that a payment's going to come on time. And like Lemur, I'm pretty sure she complains about TikTok payments constantly. So she knows they're inconsistent. This should be something you're like calculating towards. Like, all right, I might get paid this week, but I might get paid next week. I need to watch myself until I know that check is hitting.
Yeah, but nah, that's not how Tophia thinks. She thinks, oh, I got $300. Let me spend it on a Nintendo Switch. And then when situations like this come around, it's like she has no money.
You can make the Sims do what now? Oh yeah, I'm buying. Sure.
Exactly. Whatever new freaky mod for the Sims they got out, Tophia's gonna be buying that shit.
Rather live a fake life than a real one, but you know, it's an existence.
Exactly.
It's like take us in and be like, here. You know, that's just not. And plus, my dad's family doesn't live here. They're in like North Carolina, Atlanta, New York. They're spread out, and they're not the type of people. Plus, we don't have money to travel. We can't ask them for money because, you know, they're not close like that. You know. I don't know how I can mentally do it anymore. I don't know how I can mentally do it. Like, I just hate, I got frustrated because I had to stare at $300, which I currently have to stare at $300 that I'm sitting on right now that I can't even use because TikTok doesn't allow you to take the funds out until tomorrow, which is crazy, till Wednesday, and I don't even know if it's going to cash out tomorrow or not. And that's the thing about it, and it's not even going to cash out the whole like 300 that was piling up. I got frustrated because I'm like, I need to be able to pull out the money when I want to. I really wish TikTok didn't have people wait until Wednesday. This is a problem for people that might need the money, right? We could have been good. But I'm sitting on this money that I can't even use, and it just pisses me off. And when I message TikTok, they didn't fix the issue.
I just realized how ridiculous this is. Tophiachu is literally complaining because TikTok has put her money in the balance section and it's not paid out. That's literally what she's complaining about. Almost every company that operates through the internet, that's how it works. They sit it in the balance section, and then when it's time for you to get paid, it gets paid out.
Exactly.
I mean, what I said earlier, that she should know about this, it makes it tenfold. Like, bro, she knows this is what's going on. And basically, if she was like actually working a real job, she's the kind of person that walks up to the manager who has no say-so in this whatsoever and says, hey, can I please get my paycheck for the 5 days that I've worked this week? I know we get paid every 2 weeks, but I really need paid right now. And it's like, so you just want every single system in place just to upend for you. It'll never work like that. This is so ridiculous. I really didn't know it was that like so dumb, guys, until she said that part.
Yeah, Tophia went crazy, bro. And a couple people didn't understand what I meant when I said that Tophiachu is being paid by a company and that, you know, it's hard to ask a company to do that. Somebody said, you know, well, essentially everybody's paid by a company. There's a difference between somebody who like franchises a McDonald's. This is just, you know, somebody who owns it, right? The person who owns the McDonald's. They aren't McDonald's, the corporation. They're one person. When you're getting paid by YouTube or TikTok, you're being paid by the company directly. There's no boss, you know what I mean? It's just TikTok or YouTube. Man. So when I say a company, I mean the company TikTok or YouTube. But when you get paid at working McDonald's, working at, you know, Walmart, working at Target, wherever, the target company essentially isn't paying you directly. They're paying like a store owner who's then paying you. They're in charge of payroll. So it's not like the company that's paying you. It's essentially, it has to, you know, they factor in what you make. They factor in whatever the Target makes or whatever the Walmart makes. At our
day-to-day jobs, whenever there's a problem, we very easily know who to go to. When it becomes like the internet jobs like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, it really is the Wild West because there is no management. You'll be lucky to get a hold of anybody sometimes.
Exactly.
And then you just got to hope that person cares during that time and moment of the day. And you know what? For the most part, they probably don't because they're underpaid in general and people treat them like crap. So that's the kind of stuff you're dealing with. And so Tophiachu, I don't think she has a point at all. She knows how this works. But, you know, that's kind of like maybe, well, just to explain what me and Lemur are talking about.
Yeah, no company's doing that. No company, no TikTok or YouTube aren't going to give me or Chilla or Tophia pay a day or 2 days or 3 days early just because we have some kind of inconvenience because they're a company who needs to run. You know what I mean? And they need to pay everybody they can't give one person special treatment. That's crazy. You're insane.
I don't even think Mr. Bass would get that. I mean, Mr. Beast. Mr. Bass certainly isn't getting that treatment.
No, neither Mr. Bass nor Mr. Beast.
I get it. It's not Wednesday, but you're not understanding me. I knew they was going to give me that stupid response being like, it's not Wednesday, so it's not going to cash out. I already know that, but it hasn't been cashing out ever since it was supposed to cash out on Wednesday, you know? And on top of trying to find a job and trying to help my family, I can't do it. It's between me choosing to live or not be here at all. That's just my options because I can't do this anymore. And people are not kind. They don't understand what I have to go through. And I'm just frustrated, but whenever someone else needs it, they'll give it to them. You know, and it's for dumb things. It's for things that don't even make any sense. I don't know. I'm not doing good. I'm not doing good. TikTok should have better customer service, and it just sucks. And I get so pissed off that I'm not where I need to be because I'm looking at $300 and it just infuriates me that it's like I have to look at that and sit there and be like, this is so out of reach. My family could really use this right now, but we can't use it because we have no access to it. And it just literally pisses me off that I don't have access to money that I earned and worked hard for. You know, I want to have a successful business. I want to do these things, and I spent a whole hour, well not hour, I spent a whole day working on something only for me to be like, is this worth it? Because I'm not going to get anything until, I don't know, there's just something I did and I can't say because of the haters. And I worked so hard.
She acts like it's the end of the world to put in any work. She's sitting here crying and saying that she worked hard. Can I be honest with you? I mean, chill, you know this. Doing stuff on the internet, working on the internet, essentially it's never hard. I mean, it might be mentally draining in some aspects, and even then, not really. You know, it might be maybe draining to your eyes because you're looking at a screen for a long time, you know what I mean? And if you're making videos daily,
Cyrax.
Of course, it's gonna, you know, become a little bit mentally draining because you're constantly looking at these crazy people. So I guess it depends on your niche, but either way, Tophia isn't working hard. Nobody on the internet who works an internet job is necessarily working hard because being an influencer is rather easy. Whether you live stream or whether you make videos.
The hours become long. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if the hours become long, buddy, it's like okay because you're at least enjoying it. It's like Tophiachu, she's one of the lolcows, I think, who really has no purpose on the internet. It's like Daniel Larson. He thought he was a singer. He thought he was going to be famous. Cyrax has similar delusions. It's like Tophiachu has like zero goals in her life. So when she gets online, it's basically aimless. And we know what she probably did for that hour to earn that money. It was play the games the whole time. And if you think people messing with her for your entertainment is worth her some money, then sure, I guess Tophiachu earned her dimes those days. But for the most part, people wouldn't consider that a skill that needs to be financed.
Yep, exactly.
But they're obviously not going to help me because TikTok is saying that it's not Wednesday, that I can't cash out because it's not Wednesday. And that's what's literally bothering me is that, you know, I can't, like, you know, I can't cash out. Sorry. I don't know what the issue is. Now it was saying 110, which I was hoping it cashed out more. Now I know it was saying 110, but now it's saying it's saying $6. I don't understand what's wrong. Like TikTok needs to fix this because I told them people are gifting me, right? And if it's broken, what's the point? Because it said 110, but now it's saying $6. I don't know what's up with my account. So I want to talk about this because I think it's funny. If I ever get a comment or a DM from a fake Elon Musk account, I'm going to be like, man, do you got Elon Musk money? Because I need you to wire me $1 million to my account right now. Prove you Elon Musk. Wire me $1 million to my account. Cash App me $1 million. A cool $1 million my Cash App. I'll be living large. Man,
I would like to see what Tophiachu does with $1 million.
Elon Musk wouldn't pay her. Either way, if she ran into Elon Musk, he wouldn't be giving Tophia no money. Man, why would he be giving Tophia $1 million? Why would anybody with $1 million give it to Tophia? That's the worst investment
Because
ever.
that's what we got to start doing, man.
Exactly, bro. Maybe the world would change if Tophia was in charge of all the money. We can have Tophia as the treasurer.
You have got to be some wackadoodle or some wacko person to think that we're gonna believe you're Elon Musk. Like, I saw someone get a message from one. You know what's crazy is that people saying they make...
Whoa. Wait. I just made this crazy correlation right now. Okay, so Tophiachu is sitting here saying that people who think that Elon Musk is real, the fake Elon Musk that are in their DMs saying that they have money are real, they must be wackadoos. She's making fun of them, right? Saying that they must be wackadoos. Her father is currently being catfished by a person pretending to be from Russia with the name Melania. And she is sitting here saying that people... So she's essentially saying that her own father is a wackadoo. Am I getting this correct? Like, she's talking shit about her own father?
But Lemur, you think Tophiachu might have known that beforehand in life. Like, she's got to. But it is Tophiachu. She's probably, like, making that mental connection herself as well. Like, this sounds like Dad. I was just sitting here thinking how much of a life Tophiachu needs to get. She's getting online and just like, I seen this other stuff I seen online that people are like getting messages from Elon Musk. Oh, isn't that crazy? They're insane. They're crazy people. And I'm over here like, bro, it's kind of crazy and insane for you to be that invested into it. Tophiachu. And looking for a job to enhance your financial situation is a good idea. But at this point, I just think you need some social communication because Mama Chu dumping her specials all over the house, Papa Chu being as insane as he is, and Brother Chu having his own problems isn't really helping you out. Maybe that's the actual problems you think you have.
More money door dashing than they do working an actual job. There are signs that say $20 an hour to DoorDash. If I literally had a car, I would be door dashing right now.
If I saw Tophiachu drop off my DoorDash, I would never use the app again.
Exactly, bro. That's like getting a DoorDash from Cyrax. It would be scary.
How
bro, and Tophiachu's done sampled something in that box of yours.
Exactly, bro. You're gonna be missing your fries or your milkshake or something, dog. That shit's going to Tophiachu and Brother Chu.
Dude, I think Tophiachu would do you as dirty as possible. She ain't going for the fries. It's definitely the milkshake, bro. She's making sure she's getting her mouth on that straw, or just taking a little sip of it. Do you even dirty, or just pop the lid up a little bit, take a nice little chug.
Exactly.
We have ruined DoorDash for probably so many people now. The amount of people that's going to double check their next order is probably going to be insane. But we might have done you a favor.
Yeah, bro, you got to watch out. There might be a lolcow delivering your DoorDash. You never know.
Right now, which I'm not trying to steer you from voting from Kamala. We have politicians right now that sit here and tell us, oh, we're going to help the people in poverty. When is that ever going to happen? On either side. Trump is for himself. Trump has always been for himself. He's for making money for himself, but not for you.
Now she's got to get political.
It's always for him. And it sucks.
Oh, it's always the same people, Lemur. I'm in such a bad situation. I wish the government would help. It's like, bro, no matter what side you're on, you're just a lazy piece of crap, The same thing's probably going to happen to you.
Doesn't matter. You just got to learn to live for yourself. But I think that's enough of this Tophia rant right here. Let's move on to the next one. This is actually the aftermath. This is quite new. It's from a day ago. So this is her talking about her room already being damaged. I've heard some of this. So she's basically saying that the room that, because, they showed pictures of her room being all messed up. If you guys want to see that, make sure you check out the video I made on Tophiachu getting kicked out of her motel or hotel, whatever you want to call it. So she says that her room was already damaged and that everything there wasn't from her. It was, in fact, from the previous owner. And she seems to have a lot of really specific information on the previous owner. She says that like they broke stuff during fights and that there was a locket with a memorial in it. She makes up like this whole soap opera about like a couple that lived in the room before them and messed everything up because they were getting in fights. Pretty crazy, weird stuff. And then she talks about calling the police and threatens the housekeeper's job. It's pretty crazy. This one's a good one, folks.
She's a detective, homie, isn't she? It's like a video game. You see a locket on the ground, and 99% of people, who left their stupid locket in my room? It's idiots. Tophiachu, she sees the locket. This is a bigger mystery that's going to unfold. In fact, that's why the vase over there is broken. And that's why it looks like the chocolate fountain has broken over where Mama Chu normally sits. This is all coming together.
Exactly. She starts dusting for fingerprints and shit. You know, and instead of Scooby-Doo, there's Hershey next to her. You know what I mean? And she's like, you know, zoinks, zoinks, Hershey. And, you know, well, Hershey's gone
green
now.
Crosses Papa Chu put up, bro. Those weren't green upside down crosses. Those were like detective little spots. Like there's a mystery here that needs to be solved. There's a mystery over there that needs to be solved. You know, apparently Tophiachu takes all the looks from Mama Chu, but on the inside, she's a pure Papa Chu.
Exactly. So if Brother Chu's Shaggy and Papa Chu is Fred, is like which one is Daphne and Velma?
You know what? This is such a weird reasoning, but for whatever reason, whenever I think of Tophiachu, I always think of her wearing something yellow. So she's like Velma to me for sure. I don't know why. But yeah, when I think of Tophiachu, she's always in something yellow. Maybe it's the mustard stains.
Then that leaves Mama Chu for Daphne, but I don't know. I think it might just be so good of a contrast that it just makes sense. You know, she's like the direct opposite, so it's like, you know, her as Daphne would just be hilarious.
Bizarro Daphne.
Yeah, it would be hilarious. But honest, they're all, I mean, Tophiachu's also an opposite, so I guess it works both ways, right? They're just like extreme opposites of the characters. I just kind of see Brother Chu more Shaggy. I feel like he's closer to Shaggy. But then you go to Fred and you're like, well, why would Papa Chu be Fred? But it's like he's the cool one.
Because it just works.
Yeah, he's like the cool laid back
the
one.
Star.
Exactly.
You know, and he can't be the dog. He's the star of the show. You know, it's like when people want to see a poster boy of the Tophiachu family, it's not Toph. It's not Mama Chu. It's definitely not Brother Chu. I didn't even know what he looked like till like 4 days ago. It's Papa Chu, man. And you've seen his banking pictures. Maybe Lemur will put a picture up right now of Papa Chu flexing down, trying to show all the investors what they're getting into. You know, I can make you tons of money, and I'm whipped. I can show you how to go into gym and get shredded.
Yeah, dude. Papa Chu is low-key kind of shredded, dog.
Bro, you got to when you're ducking and dodging all those voices. It keeps you active, homie.
Exactly.
With the previous people that stayed there, yeah, they damaged that room badly. I need to address this because this needs to be said. I'm running errands, and I'm not the only one to be thinking I'm sleeping out of my car. First of all, the maid had no rights to share any of my personal and private business, and it would be in her best interest not to respond to comments in her page because she's going to incriminate herself and lose her job. I got several videos I am sending over to corporate, and I'm going to make a call to let them know that she is putting my business out there. She's a maid, so she should not be telling anybody anything. Second of all, I did not talk about the maid, and if she sees this video, I didn't talk about you. I don't know you personally. You don't know me personally. Just because I'm a public figure doesn't give you the right to go and tell everyone my business because you don't know what I was going through or what I was struggling with online. You put my family in danger. That's all I'm going to say because I'm not incriminating myself to get in trouble, and I'm sending this video to your job and your corporate. And I'm also, if it doesn't work, I'm reporting you to the police. I'm going to make a police report and let them know that they see what I can do about having those videos taken down because you don't know anything about me. I am not the only sole winner, or not breadwinner, but the sole person that helps pay bills. And I'm not going to tell people my brother's business because no one needs to know where he works, if he works, or anything because for protection and safety purposes. That's why I didn't tell people why I was leaving. And for you to come online and act like as if I was creating a sob story, I was keeping myself quiet for a reason because I didn't want people to follow me and find out where I live, which now you have put my family in danger. Thank you very much. I did not say anything about a maid with weird piercings. I have my live streams fully recorded. You are not going to sit here and lie and say I talk about people that I live at. Why would I talk about the maids when I don't know them personally? She was nice. She came to our door and gave us our bed bedding. I didn't say anything rude about you. So don't listen to these trolls. And I would suggest in the best advice, since maybe you don't want to take advice from me, is to take down those videos and stop responding to people before you lose your job. Because that is a second video that I have to send to your corporate office to get you fired because you wanted to come online and spew my business. I hate when people love to do things for views and kick people while they're down. You don't know my situation. You don't know why I couldn't pay my bills. And it wasn't just because of TikTok. If I would have had the money, I could have helped my brother pick up where he couldn't pick up. I don't have to tell people what's going on in my personal life. And
Is
you
she
just plastered it
threatening to
everywhere
sue
because you
this
wanted some sort
lady?
of 15 seconds of
Basically,
She's threatened to call the police. She's threatened to sue her. She's threatened to get her fired from her job. She's done everything, Chilla. It's not just suing. She just basically is going after this girl full force. And listen, I tried to frame it the best I could in my video, but it was kind of wonky because the way that the archive was set up is that in the beginning, it just played the housekeeper's perspective, and then after it played Tophia's. But really, in the middle of the housekeeper talking, Tophia started, actually directly referencing the housekeeper. So then the housekeeper started directly referencing Tophia. What happened was the housekeeper was very vague in her first response. First, she said that there was a TikToker who ran out of money and that she wasn't going to say their name for, privacy reasons, but that they were at the hotel and that they ended up getting kicked out because their room was dirty and they couldn't pay because she says, and I quote, TikTok couldn't pay me. So then Tophiachu started talking about the housekeeper and it became this whole ordeal. And now she's saying that she is going to get her fired, sued, arrested, and deported out of America. I don't know. Like she's basically going all
I was
for
gonna
it.
say, bro, if this would have to be slander or something like that. That would have to be the case Tophiachu was going for. And typically those cases go on for a while. If there was one person in this world that I'm not going to be pressed at all if they're threatening to sue me over slander, it's the person who's waiting on $100-some to get into their bank account for the month, or the person who just got kicked out of their hotel for reasons as they claimed because they ran out of TikTok money. It's just there's no fear there. You're basically not threatening this woman.
Exactly. We'll have to see what happens in that case there. But that's what people were saying basically, is that it's not like Tophiachu has the money to get a lawyer anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
The emptiest threats that have ever existed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to get your 15 seconds of fame. Was it worth it to lose your job? And I don't care if anyone comments in my comment section and defends that lady. Let me tell you something. If you're defending someone, spewing my business out there, people are literally calling her out. People have said that I can get a lawyer, and I've actually had people reach out to help me get a lawyer. So I would suggest, in your best advice, if you see this video, take those videos down. And even if you do, I still have the videos. So it's already too late for you. You should have never put my family in danger because you don't know the situation. You was not there when my brother had to talk to the lady about paying rent. You don't know our personal business. You and your little friend needs to stop being rude to people that live there. And you need to tell your friend to be a little nicer and stop acting like she's the manager when she's not. She's a maid. And what do maids do? Clean rooms. So I suggest you should be cleaning rooms instead of being short-staffed and leaving nasty rooms for people to live in with roaches, okay? Because our room had doors chewed in it, which I couldn't even take a picture. I didn't even take a picture because I was like, you know what? I'll just suffer through this. The back of our door was chewed by someone else whose dogs was there. Their lights were falling off. They had overhead lights over our beds. They were literally broken. On top of that, our electricity plug blew up. Our refrigerator was not fixed for a whole month. We did not have our refrigerator fixed. And when we told them it was broken, they didn't fix it. My mom had to defrost the refrigerator and it thankfully ran again. We had to shove all of our stuff in the freezer because we didn't have a refrigerator. Everything was going bad. On top of that, everything was damaged. Their countertop, the part where the countertops are, was coming apart because whoever was there damaged the room. And mind you, the lady that worked there before can vouch because she was disgusted when she saw what room we got. She was looking around the room in disgust because she couldn't believe this is the room we were given. On top of that, someone punched a hole in the closet door by the kitchen, was punched by someone else. That room was nasty. And we literally sacrificed to stay there because we didn't want to move from room to room. And I am tired of these people not... There's only 2 maids that clean the
There's
whole
no
building.
way
If you look at
that's
the building,
true.
how big it is for 2 maids, and people quit. And you wonder why people quit. This is 5 minutes.
Yeah, she started way over exaggerating it, man, making it sound like it was the worst place ever. And
And then, like she says, Lemur, like, well, we probably could have got a new room. It's like, bro, if it's that bad and you knowingly have the option to
Yeah.
get a new room,
Why
everyone's
didn't
taking that
you?
option.
Exactly. Why didn't you? It's because the room probably wasn't really that bad until she started messing it up. I really don't believe that the room was that bad. I think that there was probably some aspects of it that were bad, but if you were staying there for so long, you didn't clean it. You didn't think to clean any of those things, or like it
When
doesn't even
she
make
said she was
sense.
there for over a month, bro, I was like, wait, so it wasn't even like a hotel the way I'm thinking of a hotel. This is like a literal stay in motel, bro. You lived there. You would have changed that situation, bro. Like there's just no way possible that any person with a functioning brain like Tophiachu can get up and stand and walk around. So she's got that going for her. Well, they would change that situation in their life.
Exactly.
And I'm just gonna end it here. But if I was you, I would advise you to take down your video before it makes it worse and you incriminate yourself. Anyways, I've got stuff I gotta do. I have important things I gotta do. Have a good day. Why would I just up and take all of my stuff and be like, let's get out with no plan? That makes no sense. So you're gonna stay in a place that you have to endure, which is a horrible place, mind you. Well, the room, not some people are nice, right? I'm not gonna be rude. Some people are nice there. Some of the workers. It's just that our room that we got was the last room left, and I could see why, because other people probably passed it up, and we were the lucky ones that got it. Yay! We were so lucky. We got a room that had the bathroom door was chewed. Our stove didn't work. Our refrigerator was broken for 2 months, and I just didn't say anything because, first of all, I feel like I bother people. Second of all, we were this close to like being thrown out because of online leaving false reviews. And we told them about a refrigerator. They never fixed it, so I didn't think they would fix anything else. Mind you, the wall socket where my air fryer plugged in exploded. We don't know why, and everything's pretty much damaged in that room from whoever stayed there before. Which I'm going to say allegedly DV, because someone punched a hole in the closet door. Like, it looks like somebody went through a DV situation. Also, our sink, the pipe the water does not go down the pipe, and there was a necklace that was stuck in the sink. We had to get that necklace out. Someone threw their necklace in the sink. Whoever the previous owners, but the previous people that stayed there, yeah, they damaged that room badly. So of course, if you don't have anywhere to go, you're going to stay at a place.
That's why
until you get a better
Papachu
place.
ran
Well,
away.
we didn't have no
He
place. So
found
what
that
was I supposed to do? Say,
necklace.
hey, let's go. Like, I was supposed to subject my
Yep, he
family
cashed
to
that shit
the
in, went to
streets
the pawn shop.
because the place was horrible. No, thank you. I tried to save it
A
as much as I could, and
smooth
I
40
couldn't.
bucks. Wasn't coming back
And
home
for
for
someone to come
weeks.
online and to sum it up as, oh, because she didn't get paid from TikTok is crazy. It's none of her business nor your business. Why? And I don't have to explain what we told the other lady in the front office when we paid our rent, because it's none of anyone's business. No one needs to know that. And we got the help that we needed, right? In a sense that she helped us a lot. And I'm not going to talk badly about her and I don't mention people's names because, God forbid, I don't want people to get harassed. Oh, you was helping them live it. Like, no, I don't need people to be harassed for being kind. But there are other people there who could have been kind enough to be like, hey, we understand your situation. I was stressed. I didn't know what to do. You know, putting.
Here's how the real world works. Here's how it works. Not everybody can be accommodating to you. Not everybody's going to be the nicest person to you. You're 30 years old. You have to learn that by now. Not everybody, nobody on this planet, you can't expect them to be nice. You can't go into a situation and expect anybody to be nice, courteous, accommodating. You have to learn how to get things done for yourself without being, helpless and going to the next person and being like, hey, can you hold my hand and walk me through this? Sometimes you just have to be alone on things and you have to figure them out yourself. Sometimes help isn't there. And it's crazy that you think that like everybody has to be courteous to you. Well, they could have been nicer. It's like maybe you couldn't have been so needy. And maybe you could have just let them do their job and not expect free handouts or help.
That really is what it seems like to me, Lemur, bro. Like, whenever Tophiachu was talking like this, when you said she was 30, it just like took over my mind that Tophiachu and her family, probably her entire young life, was just donations, handouts. You know how Papachu is. So he is probably like not smooth talking, but building up the sympathy for him and his precious daughter Tophiachu, just so they can get a little bit of food. And it's basically burnt every bridge that they could possibly have. And now she's 30 years old. The only people she has left is Mama Chu and Brother Chu, because Papa Chu, he doesn't even stay around long enough to help out the family. He's in, then he's out. So it's just basically she's just got to this point. And at 30 years old, if you're not going to figure it out now, then I really don't think you ever are. I'm really starting to feel like she's the next Shanny for Christ, or not the next foodie beauty, because I think foodie beauty actually makes a little bit of money off YouTube. So she's gonna be the next Shanny, just going from hotel to hotel, begging for some sympathy bucks. And whenever she does get them, she's gonna spend them on the worst possible thing she could.
Speaking of e-begging, let's move on to the next person.
The one man, the 4 lolcows that we know of that has beat the surgery. Congratulations, Wings. You've finally done something in your life. You beat the surgery.
Yeah, folks. Good old Wings. Not to be confused with his co-host, Boogie. Wings is another obtuse lolcow in the same sphere as Lolcow Live. You know what I mean? He's in that same category. He's there with Keem, sitting next to them all. Well, I guess they're all online. They're not really sitting next to each other. So, you know, he's on call with them.
Maybe Lemur. They might stretch that far.
We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if they'd find a room big enough. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Yeah, Phil Boogie and Wings and Keem's ego and all in one place.
Exactly.
Bro. I don't know if you could find that.
That's what it is. It's the ego that would be just smothering the room, right? That's what we're talking about. Either way. Yeah, either way, folks, this is a great video. It's called Lord Vader. It's from Breaking Banquet. It's awesome. The editing's great. Yeah, we're just gonna get into it. There's not really much to this video. It's just Wings playing some good old Call of Duty and blaming his teammates on all his losses. He's like, you know, you guys should have been doing this, and you know, this guy's learning the map, and he basically has a bunch of excuses, and it falls on everybody but him, even though he dies multiple times.
And isn't Black Ops 6 like 2 weeks old? Basically, that means like people are constantly buying and picking up the game, and it's a Call of Duty. You played one, you played every one of them. But how do you expect these people to be like A-list Call of Duty players off the rip, and you're playing in public lobbies? Does anyone else think they're finding the cream of the crop in a public lobby? No, you're just getting called slurs most of the times by 13-year-olds. It's like, this is what you should expect. Lemur, when do you think Wings is getting his eyebrows back? The beard has came back, but the eyebrows they're not coming in like they should.
Yeah, he needs to water that shit like a chia pet, bro, and then it'll come in.
Yeah, maybe. There must be enough grains in him that maybe that might pop out.
Gotta wait and see. He needs a new regimen, though, that's for sure, folks, because this ain't working.
We're getting bodies so hard. Win your gunfights. Nobody's on C with me. Where are you guys at? We need more people on B. Why is there somebody on? Feels like their entire team is on B at all times, and our team go to C, go to C, go to C, go to C. What's the blueberry doing? All that out.
1.7 billion were there for his birth. 220 countries tuned in for his first step. An entire human life recorded on an intricate network of hidden cameras
Like
and
my mind
broadcast
just looked the same
live
the entire
7 days a
time,
week
but yo, there's
to an
some
audience
evolution in
around
it.
the globe.
This is a Breaking Banquet video. I averaged 2.3 captures. I'm a monster.
Oh my.
Damn.
Whoa.
Dude, really? Already?
Yeah, we just started.
Biggest slow Good lord. Alright, we gotta win some gunfights, boys. Gotta win some gunfights. Somebody get the counter UAV down. Dude.
I'm trying not to flank it.
And is he playing Surge too, bro? If you're not good at Call of Duty,
Dude,
don't
I'm
play
1 in
Surge.
6.
Yeah, bro, I'm not really that much of a Call of Duty player, but I know that there's some that are like more intricate than others, and it's definitely different than just going on team deathmatch and killing, or going on free for all and just killing. You know, there's more thought to the game. You also got to be looking for different areas. You know, you also got to be mindful of your surroundings.
We gotta do something. We gotta start earning map control here.
I'm pushing left side.
How are you not flash?
Dude, how does he take that many shots?
Because it's Call of Duty.
Dude! Alright, flank around the C. Flank around the C. We can't sit here and just constantly down B. They're setting up. Flank around the C.
I'm right behind you, Wings.
Somebody guard A. Make sure they don't take it. Somebody please guard A.
I'm at A.
Come out here and help me. Come out here and help me. We just took C with me. Good lord.
How did you? He's gonna go in. He's gonna go into.
Come on, B.
Is Acon good anymore? People in the comments
Nobody's
have
on
to tell
C
me.
with me. We still got,
Because when I was playing Call
losing
of
B
Duty,
again.
like if you seen someone with the ACOG, you basically knew that meant scrub. You got a launcher on your guy, you're a scrub. You got an ACOG on your gun, probably a scrub. Because you know, it like drastically reduces your ADS time, and if like you're playing fast paced, like yeah, that's just what I remember. And it's just something I'm asking you guys.
Yeah, we'll have to see in the comments, folks. You'll have to let us know.
Dude, where are you guys at?
I'm next to B.
Oh,
Trying to take it. He's coming.
Well, we got C. Whoever got C, good job.
Everybody make sure you put magazines into this helicopter. Get it down. Don't let it sit there.
Corner, man.
Come on, dude. We need more people on B. Like there's like 40 seconds I was sitting on B with nobody out there.
Need to go C.
This is how my KD and shit gets fucked up.
He's
takes 40
And then he
years
starts.
old and cares about
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. And then he starts focusing hella on his KD. Like you'll hear him throughout this game be like, KD this, KD that. You know, my KD's fucked up. It's like, bro, shut up, dog. What are you talking
There's
about?
only one time you should be concerned about that, bro. And that's if you're trying to be a pro. And that should be only in like your MLG matches or game battles, whatever it's called now. You got a good KD in that, yeah, all right. There's some respect there. But this is public lobbies. Who really cares, bro?
He's taking it way too serious, bro. Way too serious.
It really makes no sense why he's playing Call of Duty. Lemur, you can tell me. You're right here. Look at his face right now. You've seen his face the entire time. Does it look like he's having fun playing Call of Duty?
No, dude. It does not look like he's having a chill time playing that game.
No, and this is the crazy part anymore, people. Wings of Redemption does not have to do this anymore. He works for Keemstar. Everyone can meme it to death, but Wings is making the most money he has off the internet in a long time. There's no need to torture himself playing this video game. It's like his eating habit, bro. It's like he punishes himself. Like he has no idea what to do besides this strenuous activity for him. And like, yeah, no duh, it's not strenuous. It's playing Call of Duty. But Wings is a hefty guy. You don't want to be putting all that stress on your heart doing things you don't enjoy.
Somebody grab it. Somebody clear A. We're losing B again. But not enough people are playing the objective.
I'm trying.
Dude, there's two people. Why is there somebody on? It feels like their entire team is on B at all times, and our team is just playing with their dick.
Come on, team.
That can be Call of Duty sometimes.
Dude!
Killing them, but I need help.
Go to C, go to C, go to C, go to C.
That's right. I'm going to C.
We got a trip cap.
I think we can win with just two.
No, we can't win with two. We got a trip cap. Come on, dude.
I love how he just
Blueberry
immediately cuts him off.
You should
like,
clear
no,
it,
bro.
too.
I can't clear it because I'm the only person.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does that a lot of this game. He's just like cutting everybody off. He's trying to be like the leader, the alpha male of the pack, you know, the leader of the Call of Duty pack, the Call of Duty clan. But he ends up just coming off like a doofus.
Yeah, for real. Like the biggest doofus there is, bro. Whenever I see people rage anymore on like multiplayer games that are like public matches, it gives me the same energy as if I was sitting here playing a single player game and just started losing my mind because I got killed by a random enemy, bro. It's the same thing anymore. It's like you just shouldn't start acting that way because of a video game. There's no real consequences. There's no real gain from acting that way. It just hurts you at the end.
For real.
Person that's in a position to defend it. Now hold two. We don't got to do A no more. Dude, 3 guys on B. Dude.
Got 2 off B.
Hey, we're capturing A. We gotta get that A capture.
I think things changed when Wing says go to when we flank to go to C.
Well, you had to. Like, you can't sit there. You just can't just keep pushing into the meat grinder. You got to move them around.
I was trying to learn the map. That was like my second time playing it.
Like generally if you're running into a wall, you got to move them around. So like so they can catch them in transit. So like they're just not in a power position. See, like that's the reason I'm no longer a 3KD player anymore. Is because I
Words
hate
of a
losing.
wise man.
I can't
right there.
aim.
When you're
It's
running
not,
into a
aim
wall.
is not my problem.
Do something different.
Exactly, bro. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I can't even decipher what he means by that, bro. He's talking in like
I
euphemisms.
really think he's just pissed off.
Yeah, he's just trying to find a
He's
reason
just
to
mad
rant.
and trying not to rage.
Yep. He's trying to find somebody to take out all his rage on, and he's doing it on his teammates essentially because they're behind the screen.
Oh yeah, you know Wings would not say that to anyone in his face except for Boogie, because if Wings has left his knuckle prints in Boogie's forehead.
Cursor placement is my problem. Like let's be real here, bud. Like if you're gonna criticize my gameplay, at least get the actual problem right. Cursor placement. That's not aim. Aim is being able to hit targets. Like a gun that's a 5-shot kill isn't a 5-shot kill in the legs. All you hear is yapping and BS, dog. Like that last lobby was rough.
I think that dude's trolling.
Like, I don't care who you are. That last lobby was rough.
Yeah, that was tough.
When you have two teammates that are dead weight and it's 4v6, and one of your teammates is learning the map actively. That was my first time playing domination on it, and you know what I learned there? You got to take the hotel. If you own the hotel, B's so much easier to capture. Going through the bar or going through that little, I don't know what they called it, that little marina building that we had for a long time with the little window in it.
Already knows
that's
the
a
call
depth
outs.
sentence
He's
most of the
sweating
time.
like
I
a
just
pro.
think it's bullshit that people think my aim is this terrible, no good, very bad thing.
I think they're just trolling.
They have to be because like
they're gonna say that no matter how you play.
I ain't gonna be KD allegations, dude.
KD allegations.
My goal is to be like between a 1-5 and a 2 with a 3-win loss. That's my goal for my stats. We had too many people go for A, boys.
Yeah.
Dude, losing Bravo, boys.
Oh my god.
Damn it, son.
That was miserable.
Damn it, son. How are we constantly just stuck in the same spot?
No, I didn't.
Dude.
You can see the Lexapro slowly starting to
helicopter.
lose its effects.
Trapped in the same spot the whole time.
I am on B.
I think like 3 of us.
I'm. God damn, I must just
on trip.
Teammates are just running past. They're not even going for them. They're just running past it.
There we go.
Enemy Hellstorm.
He's got to run into a different.
Come on, really? Kill everybody? Helicopter again.
Dude.
There's nothing
Metal
better
Mario, dude.
than seeing a
32,
Call of
bud?
Duty match just go left on Wings of Redemption. Like, I don't know whenever you first saw Wings of Redemption, Lemur, but I remember like him being one of the biggest Call of Duty YouTubers when like it all first started popping off. It was like Wings of Redemption, Woody's Gamer Tag, Chris Smooth, and X Jaws. Those were like some of the top 5, probably in the top 10 biggest creators. And then you see Wings on PKA, and I used to watch PKA when I was like 13. Like, oh, I wonder what my favorite Call of Duty streamers are doing. YouTubers are up to. And then I slowly just started to discover who Wings was, and I was like, no, not Wings. I mean, I know he looks exactly like Cartman. He's a stereotypical Xbox 360 kid. Everything about him is terrible, but no, not Wings. And then I became a year older and realized that not only was Wings one of the worst people in the Call of Duty scene, but he was also one of the worst people on the internet, at least attitude-wise. And I guess that's one thing he slowly started to improve on, but there's just something so funny about seeing Wings of Redemption slowly starting to lose his cool.
Exactly, bro. I feel like that's why people watch him. They just watch him to see him get all wound up and start like, freaking out a little bit. I feel like that's what really truly makes somebody a lolcow, is when they can get wound up. You know what I mean? When they can just get, basically you can get them really mad.
I was watching the Syndicate thing live, bro, and I seen the controller smash. Little did I know that was like a hammer break. That meant everything possible would have happened after that point. And you know what's funny? That was the first Keemstar video I watched because Drama Alert started popping off because of Wings of Redemption's controller smash. You know what? Maybe that's why Keem treats Wings of Redemption so well nowadays. He owes a part of his career to him and Alex.
Yep, exactly.
Come on.
Oh, they're just spawn shooting.
Please push it. Look at me.
I'm the helicopter.
Ah, dude, we're getting bodies so fucking hard, boys. Win your gunfights.
Requesting recon above. Requesting UAV above.
How did we lose B? It just killed. Come on, B.
Come on, boys.
I got it.
We get it and lose it and smooth.
Got 2 up B. There's 1 more in the corner. I don't know.
Dude, I can't do shit, dude. Really? Metal Mario, dude. If you're going this bad, just leave the game in the future. Don't sit in here and go 50 deaths. It's just lame, dog. Like we had all these helicopters because like you were not getting kills and just dying over and over and over again.
He's been doing that since the Xbox 360 days. Get game over, he immediately jumps to like the lowest guy in the leaderboard. Hey man, if you're just gonna like play Call of Duty tonight, how about you do it in not my lobby? I just can't afford to have you in because you're ruining my night, bro. You're gonna suck. Do it on your own time. I'm a big YouTuber over here.
Exactly. It's probably some kid just trying to have fun, bro. It's or either that or it's an adult trying to have fun who doesn't really care about his score, man. It doesn't matter. Why, bro? Why are you trying to act like it's some kind of professional game or something? It's so ridiculous.
It's not a big deal. And like, yeah, of course it would be annoying, right? If you're good at the game and someone's just getting bodied. But you know what? That normally gave like an incentive to me as like a somewhat decent player in the Call of Duty days. It's like, all right, so that guy's doing really well and the other team is getting kill streaks. Man, I really want to drop that fool. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a reason to keep going because you also have the ability to end that person's kill streaks as well. It's not a one-sided event.
Exactly, homie. But Wings doesn't think like that. He's got to blame his teammates and he's got to blame everybody else.
He's got more captures than me? He probably does. I didn't play the objective once. If I didn't play the objective once, how'd I got 4 captures?
Almost level 50. He's putting some time
that was
in.
awful. I can't.
Two of my captures were B. One of my captures was A. And one of my captures was C. And the capture with C I did by myself while beating 5 different players.
To be fair, I was running in to be like an idiot.
You shouldn't do that. Don't throw your body. You got to control. Like throwing your body's pointless. You got to control the area. You got to win the gunfights. You got to clear them out.
Bro, was he not getting smacked that whole time, Chilla?
The entire time. That's such a good point because you know what? He was probably a good reason for those kill streaks as well.
Yeah, dude. How can he sit here and blame it on anybody else when he was getting killed just as much as the other people?
And I don't know about you guys, but it definitely looked like to me he was throwing himself into poor situations to jump onto a flag. So he's basically criticizing that dude for what he was doing. Just Wings of Redemption didn't vocalize it. He didn't speak up about it.
Yeah, at least that guy's being truthful about why, he's like, yeah, I should have probably held out when running towards B. And Wings just decides to make it this whole lecture about how, you can't throw your body and, you got to do this, that, and the other.
Dude, I swear to God, Wings of Redemption tried to become skinny again. He was trying to move his body, then remembered who he was all of a sudden when he was doing that.
Yeah. But for right now, I think that's enough about wings. If you guys want us to look at more wings, make sure you drop a like and drop a comment and tell us why. Tell us what videos to look at, and we'll make sure to check them out some more. But in the meantime, let's catch up with somebody who we haven't talked about in quite a while. Chilla, who are we going to be talking about next?
The Captain Supreme, the true drunk man on ship. It's Joshua Block, World of T-Shirts. When I first seen World of T-Shirts, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, the New York thing, but I didn't see the point. And you know what? It's a shame on me for never seeing the point, because while I wasn't watching, Joshua Block was getting up to some no good antics. He's basically like Only Use Me Blade, except he doesn't get paid to drink. He drinks willingly. He doesn't give a damn. He'll get drunk every single day, every single hour of it. It's just another bottle to him. But unfortunately, this is when I kind of caught an eye to World of T-Shirts. It's like, oh yeah, this is wild. Is when Mr. Bass got a hold of him. And that's when I feel like a whole lot of people realize that World of T-Shirts is one of the most insane lolcows out there. But no matter how insane he is, he's a middle-class citizen lemur, and he deserves a vacation or two in his life. So damn well he's going to take him when he can get him. And he's got to get away from Mr. Bass, bro. We might think Mr. Bass is getting annoyed, but World of T-Shirts is the one who's really struggling out in that apartment.
Oh yeah, he's got to be. I mean, we seen how Mr. Bass treated one Sonic in his first stream that we watched, I think about a Barnyard or two ago. And it wasn't very good. So we know that Josh is probably used to being treated bad. He needs a break. And the captain decided to take a cruise. Folks, this is a pretty good one. I mean, this saga, going into it, I didn't think it was going to be that entertaining. But I know Chilla made a really good video on it. So if you want like a more in-depth analysis, make sure you check that out. But there's also this creator here who goes by the name Bazaar. And he did a day-by-day review of, the captain's adventures. So if you're into more of like a day-by-day breakdown, you should check this guy out. It's very reminiscent of my old Daniel Larson videos, where I would just, go with whatever news was happening during that day, make a quick 6-minute update on it. It works out very well, and they're pretty entertaining videos. So let's check this out. This is day 1 of the captain's final voyage.
Josh
and I just
Block
want everyone to pay attention how swollen he looks. Like, World of T-Shirts look swollen in these pictures. It's got to be from the alcohol consumption.
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting puffy. He's getting puffy there.
Josh Block has begun his 7-day cruise to Bermuda, and already it's getting strange. On this channel, we are going to cover World of T-Shirts' cruise and his trip to Germany afterwards these next 2 weeks. So if you want to keep up to date on the captain's final voyage, go on and subscribe. So Josh, at this point, has been on the cruise for about 7 hours heading to the Bahamas. And as is expected of Josh, he's drinking like a fish, and I think there is potential for some real danger here. Josh posts this TikTok of the sea at night, and I can just envision him getting so sloppy he falls overboard, and if that happens, there's nothing that can be done for the captain. Not long ago, Josh posted this TikTok where he stares ominously in the camera with text telling us someone died. This isn't uncommon for cruises, but it's only been 5 hours by the time T-Shirts uploaded this, so it's really not boding well for the captain here. But the funniest
World of
thing,
T-Shirts,
not an
right?
hour after
Someone dies on his cruise, and he's passing over the Bermuda Triangle. It's like there's so many bad omens about this trip. And whenever he's talking about the guy who died, Lemur, he's just like, yeah, someone passed away. Glad that's over with. We're gonna get back on the cruise now, and we can get this party going. Now I definitely loaded that a little bit, but that's basically what he said to the T almost. It's like World of T-Shirts doesn't care this man died. This was like just a hassle to him, guys. It's like I would have a little more respect, especially when World of T-Shirts is drunkenly slamming himself against the barrier of the yacht deck every single night just to show his TikTok crowd. Wouldn't it be terrifying if you fell into the water? It's like, no, duh. So why are you tempting it?
Exactly, bro. This guy's crazy, dude. He just went right back to the regular posting after this. He didn't really even give that much context as to what happened behind the person passing away. He was just like, yeah, let me talk about it real quick for a couple seconds, make like a very vague post about it, and then move on. It's very weird, dude. I don't know what that was all about.
And I think I mentioned it in my video, but if you guys look, if he might play it, he might not. But when Josh is explaining to us, what happened, he just looks so glum and in a miserable mood. And I just know that's because, like, when that person passed away, they needed some extra staff on hands. And I can only imagine the first thing that goes is like the bar when extra staff is needed, because who's the most useless people out there, for like safety purposes? The bar staff. So Josh just wasn't getting his drinks no matter how many times he spammed the room service button. So he was just happy that guy finally got loaded into a bag and shipped out of there. He's like, finally I can have my twisted teas and my margaritas. That's why I'm here.
After posting this, Josh uploads another TikTok of him partying it up on the dance floor, knocking them back as always. Really shows how much concern he had there. This video is just going to be a short intro to this new series on Josh Block's trip, and I have a feeling it's going to be worthwhile.
I think we can go to the next one.
Yep. All right, let's check out day 2, folks. This is day 2 of the captain's final voyage. This one's a little bit longer as well. It seems to be a 5-minute update rather than a 1-minute update.
Captain Man's been up to a little bit more.
Yep.
As the sun
Swelling's
sets
a
on the
little worse.
7-day cruise to Bermuda, so marks the end of the 3rd day in a row
Eyes a
Josh
little
has
more
spent
googly.
wearing that red shirt. In fact, I'm starting to believe he didn't bring any luggage at all, and it's the only thing he has left to wear. Welcome to the Day 2 cruise coverage of World of Tshirts World Tour. I'll be continuing daily updates on Josh's trip and what he gets up to. So if you want to stay up to date on the captain's final voyage, consider hitting the subscribe button. It has only been a short while the people of the Carnival Pride cruise vessel have spent with Josh Block, and already his mere presence alone has become a nuisance. You see, this cruise has a Facebook group for all the passengers to interact in, and World of Tshirts trolls have seeped into it like sewage on your Sunday's best. Sifting through what has been posted in this group on Josh, I find it hard to tell the difference between
It's
what
all
is
Mr.
simply
Base. That's
trollish
all Mr.
behavior.
Base comments because he's mad his money-making machine went on a 2-week vacation.
Yeah, probably. He's trying to get Josh home as quick as possible. So he's like, yeah, let's see how we can get him kicked out of this cruise. Let's see. I'll make some
Josh,
Facebook posts.
Do you know, Josh, do you know how expensive lawsuits are when you're just dropping candies into drinks like this? You better get home.
Yep, he needs a star. He needs this his bottom bitch, you know what I mean?
It's his Captain Man, bro.
Or something from actual passengers. So keep that in mind as we go through this, that Josh probably isn't responsible for all that we read today. Anyone know the guy wearing the captain's hat? Just threw up on my mate's shoes, then ran away. Now, this one is probably something everyone would expect to happen from Josh,
No, that one's not
considering his
fake.
long
That's
history
real.
of puking in public places. But look at this guy. He's not
Oh,
going
how
on any
casual he is.
cruise. I'd
Just
write this
vomiting
one
all
off
over the place.
completely. Can we get some people to tell the cruise staff about the man in the captain's hat? He started pounding on my door screaming him and Mayor Flanagan are suing me for $1 million.
That's
Now,
truth.
Josh,
That's the truth.
by all reports, has yet to truly crash out like this on the ship. I wouldn't rule it out, but he seems pretty relaxed and happy being away from Big Daddy Based, and, well, New York altogether. But this sort of thing can get Josh in trouble if the cruise security take it the wrong way. We might have the captain locked up in the brig sooner or later. Now, this one is pretty up, and I'm just gonna tell you straight out, I believe it. I'm not gonna read through all this, so pause the video if you'd like to. Essentially, they're saying Josh was complaining about the woman who passed away the previous night and how the ship had to turn around to drop off her remains at shore. I believe this is legit because Josh made 2 TikToks on this.
So it's like, you know what's funny? People actually do know who World of T-Shirts is on this cruise because there's a video of him celebrating in the bar room. Like 90% of these TikToks are just him drink after drink. But in one of them specifically, he's got like a group of, I think it's mainly girls sitting around him, you know, having fun with World of T-Shirts, and they're playing the New York song, and they're just doing it to, you know, hype up Josh. So the people on the cruise do know that there's a celebrity on board, and they need to watch their P's and Q's, mind themselves, because at any moment, Josh can post them up on TikTok and just ruin their life, or maybe treat them like a fish head, and you don't want that.
Exactly, homie.
Leave, telling us how he's still going to be on schedule to reaching Bermuda since they're piloting the boat faster.
I'm on my way to Bermuda after that mishap. They sped up the boat, so I'll be in Bermuda at the same time.
Now, Josh is a pretty callous guy, and I don't think he understands empathy at all. I'm certain everyone remembers the fish stomp. Pretty scummy behavior. I just wanted to point that out here. Speaking of scummy behavior, the trolls and these poor people's Facebook group are creeping on passengers other than Josh. I mean, this kind of stuff isn't okay, man. These are retirees that just want to relax and you're harassing them on Facebook. They already have to deal with the scarlet rot of an unwashed...
Yeah, that's what happens when like a lolcow gets involved in anything. It's like it just gets invaded by a bunch of crazy people, man. Of course that's going to happen. Some of the people that like Elon Josh are pretty insane individuals.
I've never seen them. Yeah, I mean, maybe I have. But I've never noticed Josh A-Log. Maybe they're like the lizard people, man. You know, they're just undercover. You'll never notice them until they decide to show themselves.
You just gotta look.
You
gotta
look
in
conspiracy theorist people. I was just joking.
You gotta look in like Facebook comments. You know what I mean?
World of T-Shirts. Why do you have to add to that suffering? I would have liked to get all this from the Facebook group directly, but I had to get it from the World of T-Shirts subreddit instead, because due to the troll harassment, specifically of this poor girl here, she has decided to shut it down. One of the trolls going so far as to make solely for her being in the same location as Josh Block. This sort of stuff really makes me sad. This poor girl spent a year building up to what was surely meant to be an amazing trip for her, something special, and some Zoomer wanting to spurg out with World of T-Shirts ruined it for her. Now, if you are someone out there who would or has done something like this to uninvolved people that cross paths with a lolcow, just take a look in the mirror. Are you really different from Josh or Nova or Cyrax? That's you. Well, that brings us up to date with day 2.
Alright, folks. Now let's look at days 3 and days 4. Then after that, we're going to be looking at a little bit of Chris Chan.
And surprising news, everyone. He's changed out of that filthy red shirt, and now he's wearing what I believe is a woman's V-neck. Also, this isn't edited. Josh just stares drunkenly into the camera for a whole minute. The last few videos on the cruise, I've been pretty pessimistic about how this will go for Josh, and honestly, I'm starting to change my tune. I thought for sure once people realized who he is, it would just be the streets of New York on the high seas. But it doesn't appear that's happening. He's having a good time. The Royal Naval Dockyard and symbol of Britain's naval power in the area. It played a key role in Britain's influence over the seas of the Caribbean after the American Revolution. From my time observing Josh, I believe he is fascinated with rules, to the point it's almost one of his special interests. You see him often complain or exclaim that something he's about to do, or something he's asked to do by Mr. Based, is illegal. Here, Josh encounters Bermuda traffic for the first time.
Why is everybody driving on the wrong side of the road?
It really warms my heart to see Josh do anything other than drink himself to death. But I think we deserve to get a taste of what it's really like to be in Bermuda. And thankfully, Tshirts is here to give us some lovely legal trivia on Bermuda's stance on foreign fast food.
So once you go off to Bermuda, whether it's by plane or by cruise, you're not gonna see McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell for a long time. This is because Bermuda banned foreign fast food chains from operating in the country.
Well, if you don't know, now you know, folks. Josh is soaking in the new atmosphere and taking everything Bermuda has to offer. Look at these beautiful sandy beaches and crystalline waves. Absolutely beautiful. And he's going out to fancy restaurants like this, eating gorgeous food. I mean, what even is that? I'm not middle class enough to afford this. But while Josh is out in paradise, what is his pimp and lover Mr. Bass doing? Well, he's taken down or privated everything on his YouTube channel. Why he did this is anyone's best guess, but it might have something to do with...
Bro, we all know why he did this. It's to hide the fact that he's been doing some pretty crazy shit on his live streams, right? Most of what he does is against TOS, and it's probably a smart idea for him to delete all his live streams after he's live. Probably not even clip them because of some of the stuff that he was including in the clips. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, he obviously has no idea what he should or shouldn't show. So Mr. Based, he's definitely going to continue. That's going to be the practice he carries on for the rest of his time on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's any smart.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. Well, actually not hopefully, because it's not like we want to see Mr. Based thrive, but I guess ideally is a better way to put it. Ideally.
With how people were bringing up the woman he killed recently before Josh left. The constant horrible things that happen on his lives and videos with Josh really don't make him look good either. I sort of see this as how a bear enter hibernation for winter, however. Based is waiting for his bottom bitch Josh to come back so he can start making money again. I think Based believes that they are the real attraction in the content he and Josh put out, and he said that he is hoping to siphon away a chunk of Josh's viewers for himself when they inevitably split. But Based is lost without Josh. Desperate. And what I really think backs this statement up is that when Josh left Based, he stooped low enough to start making cameos.
Hey everybody, this is Mr. Bass, and I'm on Cameo, and I've only done 2 cameos so far because I never advertise it. So you could ask me to talk about anything and I'll do it. And if the cameo you get from me is funny, please post it on TikTok.
Now, the reason I'm bringing Based up here at all is because once he gets his claws
You really sold
back
that
into
poorly. I don't
Josh
believe
after
him.
this
I feel like he would
vacation
take
is
your money and run.
I think he...
Yeah, that's true. He does give off that kind of vibe, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's probably the Sonoma voice, but that maybe not. It's probably just Mr. Bass' entire aura.
He's going to be making Josh worse than ever. The crash out might not come until Tshirts is back in New York and the post-vacation depression sets in again. And with Based being this desperate for money and feeling pressured with his past crimes constantly being thrown in his face these days, I think something truly volatile is growing. Well, everyone, that about sums up the 3rd and 4th day of the Captain's final voyage. If you like seeing this kind of content and want more of Josh and other wacky internet people, consider subbing to the channel.
For sure, folks. So that was World of Tshirts day by day. on his cruise. Make sure you check out Bazaar's channel to see some more of that. But what are we looking at next, Chilla? What's the next video here?
Oh, up next, it's Chris Chan. And Chris Chan, he's really been evading us, or at least me and Lemur, for the most part ever since he's got out of jail. That's really because Chris Chan has been a shell of him former self. And he's been cooked since the idea, guys. We all basically know that. So there's not really much news about him. It's mainly just like, oh, I hope he stays away from Barb, but no one let him around her. That's like priority number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to Chris Chan. But here recently, some news popped up about him, and at first, I didn't believe it at all because it seems so old. How would anyone figure this out? So apparently, or allegedly would probably be the better word to use, Chris Chan's PSN network got hacked. His PSN account from way back a long time ago, and it's probably still the same one Chris uses today because we know how much he holds dearly old objects of his, especially when it comes from his old house. So he probably still has that account, and people found messages dating back to, I think, like the good Chris days, the golden era of Chris time, where he was messaging allegedly a 14-year-old girl, and none of the messages from what I remember off the top of my head were explicit, but they were definitely talking in a nature you shouldn't talk to a 13 or 14-year-old, especially when you're like 27 like Chris was at the time.
Exactly, homie. So now we're going to be seeing him play a little bit of Minecraft and try to defeat an Ender Dragon. So, instead of talking to miners on PSN, he's going to be playing with some miners in Minecraft, like, actual miners that, mine, they mine stone.
People mine stuff.
Yeah, they mine stone, they mine like diamonds, emeralds. They mine a lot of stuff in Minecraft, so we're going to be seeing that and basically watching Chris Chan defeat the Ender Dragon with 2 people that are like basically using him. It's like 2 wranglers that are playing with him.
Yeah, those people who got a hold of Chris, they won't let him go, will they? It's been the most effective people to ever get a hold of him, bro. Besides the idea guys, but they more warped his mind. These people are more like, come on, Chris, stay with me and you'll never get trolled again. They might be right.
Yep.
Hi, Jesus Christ, the Western Channel Tshirts Prime with you once again on this lovely, lovely Saturday the 27th. And today we are going to be taking on the Ender Dragon in my Minecraft world. So I got my blokes online with me. We prepared all the tools using the video of which we watched and got tips on how to defeat the Ender Dragon on a basic level without exploring beds. I might leave a description for that in the link down below. Without further ado, jump right in. Okay, good. So obviously you'll see their names pop up, my 3 Minecraft buddies. So there'll be 4 guys against the Ender Dragon. We got the upgrades. I got an overpowered sword. I got an enchanted bow with infinite.
Okay, I think we get it. He has like a good sword. Let's see when he actually fights the dragon. I want to see how good he is. Because who the fuck wants to sit here and listen to
the skills of Chris Chan?
Yeah, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think we did.
Years of playing nothing but
I guess I was
PlayStation 3. How well can this man?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Shit. Friendly fire. Oh shit.
I gotta get in on that dragon's breath.
And Chris should be more of an effective gamer than any of us, Lemur. I mean, he can actually live this life. He just needs to go into a special little world in his mind, and he's living Minecraft.
Exactly, bro. He's supposed to be in tune with all the games, all the movies.
I need to heal.
He's just part of the multiverse, bro.
Anything, really.
Yeah, he's part of everything. The Simpsons, Minecraft, Sonic,
I didn't even get in the last
Mario.
hit, man.
If Chris Chan dies one time in any video game, that basically explains to me I'm cooked when the dimensional merge happens. I mean, I should be nowhere near as talented as him.
Groovy. Alright. I'm gonna get the egg.
Got some water? Oh yeah.
secure this.
There you go, Chris. Take all the goodies for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Located nearby. I have a few torches on hand.
What is that, bro? That's him, right? What is that? Him getting like achievements?
Yeah, I think so.
Hatched.
A lot easier than I was expecting it to be.
I don't even know what the
I guess we're all
Dragon
just
egg
experienced enough to have been able to do it.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, Chris.
Think about how difficult it's going to be for me when I replay this like on my consoles.
You
What are they
pop
making,
through and
the-
right on the edge of the
weather?
island. That's
Is that what
crazy.
it's called? Oh no, they're just playing.
Ender pearl in there. Yeah.
Well, I
You'd think the goddess
if I can-
Blueheart would spend her time just a little bit better, but yeah, you know.
Okay, why is my mouse not working?
I'm gonna be a little late. I have to.
Can you
find
imagine
out
the
about
god
one.
of the universe?
No, you're fine.
I had 2. And we have cobblestone.
Got an Ender
So we can at
Dragon
least
to
make
kill.
a bridge. These Endermen really don't like bath time.
No.
Hey guys, come take me on. I'm surrounded. Hey, ugly. I'm gonna just light them up. I mean, at first village you go, you'll find a lady that just says, all she says is, I know nothing.
I've never played that one. I don't
It's
like the side-scrolling aspect.
Played every single one of them and beaten.
Oh, that's the Barbara Chandler simulator. Am I right?
Chandler simulator?
Yeah, there's just
Where
a
at?
lady,
Oh my
a lady that just says, wait, what did he say? Hold on, I want to get the exact quote.
I mean, at first village you go, you'll find a lady that just says, all she says is, I know nothing.
I've never played that one.
Oh
I don't like
man,
the
every
side-scrolling
third
aspect.
night.
Yeah, I know nothing.
Beaten at least 90% of them.
It's so sad because
I
it's
want to get
like,
my hands on a copy of Wanda Gamelon,
how,
but I don't have the...
is it better if she knows
PI
something or
played on.
I don't even know. It's just how could Chris
Yeah, I
Shane
recently
do
picked up a
that?
physical copy of the World Championship. Put my 2 votes in the heart online.
Recently, right?
Yeah. A bucket of water.
You couldn't have just been the weird boy with the
Just like
strange
the aliens
comic book,
in The
Chris.
Happening. It's so easy to be downed. Just get them wet. Which is more that can be said the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever. Huh. Ender Pearl and experience farming. Just add water. Maybe one that's close to... I did find a really short guy just now.
Chris
Up there he
Shane
is
loved
again.
that. That's certainly going to be in the next comic shoot
How
book,
low
whatever
can you
the
go
heck
when you're
it
short
comes out in like
Enderman?
10 years.
Do they still spawn Endermites occasionally?
Oh, is that what they are? That's a good name for them. Hey, ugly! Come get some!
Start working on building bridges to connect islands.
Oh, what is he doing?
Looks annoying.
Oh. 1,500 and... yeah. 1,000. Well, this is a video in itself. Exploring the Underrealm
Yes,
and
it is,
trying to
Chris
get to the
Shane. Thank you
coordinates
so
and
much.
catch up with you guys.
Now we have another
Just-
reason to look and laugh at you.
Feels a little loopy at times.
Alright guys, I guess that's the end of the Barnyard. It's been a blast having you guys here. I hope you guys enjoy. First off, make sure to go over to my channel, Major Chilla, and check out all the videos you want. Make sure to drop those nice likes on every single one of them, and hit that subscribe button. And after you're done, make sure to check again if you're subscribed to Leapin' Lemur's channel, and go and like all of his videos. That's priority number 1, 2, and 3 for you guys if you've made it this far. But with all that said, all jokes aside, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And me and the Leapin' Lemur will catch you guys next time.